Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now today is Record Store Day 2023 and it is probably the last record store day I will go to, as my local shop, well I say local, it's 30 miles away, is shutting down next month. So I'm not going to travel any further on RSD, so from now on I'll probably be buying online. Now this is actually the first year that I actually had a queue. Yes I did, I had a queue for 45 minutes to get in, and I thought I wasn't going to get the 3 items I really wanted, but I did, and I picked up another one and I spent an absolute fortune. I'm also going to show a couple of records that I bought over the past month and a half or so, so we'll stretch this out a little bit. Okay, the first thing I want to show, and it's the first one I wanted, and yes, it's the David Bowie box set. It's a little 7-inch box set with 5 singles, and there's quite a few little goodies in here. The RSD sticker itself, which says 5 times 7-inch singles, includes Love You Till Tuesday, Space Oddity, first time on 7-inch, and previously unreleased first take of The Laughing Gnome. You get the obligatory little card, and you also get like a little booklet. And I've had a wee quick look through this, and it's actually very good. It shows you some of the sleeves of the singles that you get. I'll quickly go through this. That's The Laughing Gnome. And finally, so yeah, it's very nice, not cheap. So the 5 singles themselves, and in order as they come in the box, you have Davy Jones and the King Bees. That was his very first single. Liza Jane, and the back of it is a cover of the original company sleeve, and it's on very thick black vinyl. So yeah, that's lovely. You have this one here is Rubber Band with the London Boys, and again on very thick black vinyl. So most of these are Duran singles. The Laughing Gnome and the Gospel According to Tony Day. Just check. Yeah, again, it's Duran. Love You Till Tuesday, and the B-side of that I think is Did You Ever Have a Dream, which the front and back's the same. Again, Duran. And then you have the Love You Till Tuesday film version, which I don't actually like, along with the vocal take 1 mix 1 of The Laughing Gnome, which I've never heard. Well, I don't think I have anyway. So yeah, delighted to get that box set. It wasn't cheap. I knew it wasn't going to be cheap, but still I wanted it. Okay, the next one I really wanted, and it's Suzi Quatro, her 2006 album Back to the Drive. Very good album. It's now expanded into a double album, so there's 4 extra tracks on side D, a nice gatefold, and it's on coloured vinyl. Now both discs are exactly the same, so I'll show one of them, and it's on a beautiful blue splatter vinyl. So really pleased to get that. It was the last one in the shop as well, so I was very lucky. And this I believe is an RSD exclusive, so it's not going to be reissued. Well, it might be in black vinyl, but for the coloured vinyl, absolutely delighted to get this. Now there was another Suzi one Quattro from 1974, which was expanded as well into a double album, but I didn't bother picking it up. You know, too much money, and I have a decent original copy of it anyway. So Suzi Quatro, Back to the Drive. Another one I really wanted, and it is Slade, Keep Your Hands Off of My Power Supply, and it's previously unreleased outside of the US. Now basically what this is, it's the amazing Kamikaze Syndrome album, but with a rearranged track listing and maybe one track taken off, and Keep Your Hands Off My Power Supply added, which wasn't on the original UK version. It's a bit of a naff sleeve, but this is the one that's probably most successful in the States for them, because it does have Run Run Away on it, and is also on coloured vinyl, surprise surprise, but it's really just a reddish coloured vinyl. It's maroon red. It shows up nearly orange here, but yeah, it's a decent album. I actually think that the American version is slightly better, because I really do like the track Keep Your Hands Off My Power Supply, so yeah, delighted to get that as well. And the last record store day one I got, and I picked it up just because it was there, and Johnny told me that's the last copy we have, and it's Elton John's Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. It's a double reissue of the album, and it's just the same as the original album. Now, it does include the booklet. Now, the thing about the booklet is, in the original, the booklet was stapled in to the album. It's just exactly the same. Very nice. Which I would have preferred it to have been stapled into this one as well. And it too is on coloured vinyl. I believe it to be like a reddish colour as well. Oh, it's actually red and white, I don't know, mess, but still very nice. And it's expanded. So the second disc is a lot of demos, and I'll show you the second disc as well, if I can get this out. Yeah, it's more or less the same. It's not exactly the same. It looks like a strawberry and cream type colouring, but yeah, the second disc itself is demos. So you have the demos of Daniel, Teacher I Need You, Elderberry Wine, Blues for My Baby and Me, High Flying Bird, Have Mercy on the Criminal, I'm Going to Be a Teenage Idol, High Heel Sneakers. Now that wasn't on the album, I think that's an old rock and roll number, Skyline Pigeon and Jack Rabbit, both of which weren't on the album. But it's a really good album, and it is 50 years since this was released. So Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. But I also picked another one up today that Johnny had kept for me because it couldn't go up last week. And to add to my David Bowie picture disc collection, I got the Aladdin Sane picture disc. I didn't buy the Half Speed Master. I can't justify it. Too many Aladdin Sanes. But as I'm collecting the picture discs, I thought I would get this one. Put that there, and really you get the inner, which would have been the inner sleeve on the original Aladdin Sane album. Although my original one from 1980 has the paper inner rather than the sleeve inner, so it's nice to see that. And then the poster, which is no surprise, it's your standard poster from what would have been the gatefold sleeve. But yeah, I've added to the picture disc collection, and these things are not cheap. I just decided to go mad today because it probably will be my last record store day going to a shop. Okay, some other things that I got recently, and this came through the door yesterday, and this is the new Ian Hunter album, and it is called Defiance Part 1, and this features a lot of famous guests. Brand new music from Ian Hunter with all-star supporting cast. So who do we have that I know? Jeff Beck's on this, Mike Campbell, Johnny Depp, Joe Elliott, Billy Gibbons, Taylor Hawkins, Todd Rundgren, Slash, Ringo Starr, is it? No, I'm not too sure about him, never heard of him. And that's about it. So there is a big all-star cast in this. Now I have played the first two songs. The first one is called Defiance, which is pretty good. The second one is called, if I can see, yeah, Bed of Roses, which is absolutely brilliant, really good. And it's on black vinyl, but it is on the Sun label, which is really nice. So I have all of Ian Hunter's albums either on vinyl or CD, most of them CD actually, and the last couple weren't that great. So the first two I really enjoy, and it's more rockier, and yeah, I'm looking forward to spinning this. So that's Ian Hunter, Defiance Part 1. Okay, the last vinyl album I'm going to show, and it's a little bit like the Don't Shoot Me, it's Honky Chateau expanded with demos as well, and it's just exactly like the original album. The reason I bought this, believe it or not, is my original copy. I played it the other day and it was scratched to high heaven. I didn't realise it was that bad, so I bought one. And nice inner. This is the inner of the bonus disc. It's only in black vinyl, which I'm happy enough with, and it's called Honky at the Chateau. Yeah, this is one of my favourite albums. I think it's really would be nearly my third, possibly fourth favourite of Elton's now, because after playing it, it's really good. Some songs which I used to not be that keen on, like I Think I'm Going to Kill Myself, I think are really good. And you get a little booklet and a lot of spiel and a couple of nice photographs on it. So yeah, as I say, I think it's a really excellent album. There's the little hype sticker there, which I've kept. If these albums had been in ordinary white plastic sleeves, I would have stuck that onto the sleeve, but I don't like sticking it on to sleeves like that there, which is really nice, because I always love sleeves that show like singles. The spiel is 2 LP set on 180 gram black vinyl, includes original album plus newly compiled LP of session demos, plus 8-page booklet with new sleeve notes and rare photographs. So yeah, it's an absolutely wonderful album, and to hear it in really nice, crisp, clean condition, it's great. And the last thing I'm going to show today is a little singles box set which came out a couple of years ago, which I never picked up because I wasn't collecting them, but this one was going very cheap. It's the Abba Super Trooper box for the 3 singles from that album. And no, I wish I had have started collecting these, because the Arrival one especially is so expensive now. You just couldn't afford to pay for it. It's over £500, but this was going for 20 quid, and you get The Winner Takes It All, and it is in a nice colour vinyl, which is blue, very nice. Super Trooper, I believe, is pink. This is a D. And Lay All Your Love on Me is, I think, yellow, which it is. So again, delighted to get that. And the Ring Ring singles are all coming out next month, so I have ordered the picture discs as usual, plus I did order the box set. So I have been spending a little bit too much, but still, you know, you only live once. Okay, so that's my RSD haul, plus a few extras that I got throughout the past month and a half or so. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope anybody that went to Record Store Day got everything they were looking for. Okay, that's me for now. All the best now. Bye bye.